Hi everyone. NIRF has come out with the rankings for Bschools. So let us look at the ranking and see, is it really valid or is it reliable? I mean, should we look at the rankings when you take a decision as such? So let's try to look at it. I mean, basically we are into training students management entrance examination. Now, NIRF is National Institute of Ranking Framework. So basically by the Ministry of Education. So they come up with these rankings for different colleges. Now this is rankings for management. If you look at top three, Ahmedabad obviously is first, Bangalore is second, Kozhikode is a good college, ranking third, I don't know, we'll come back to that, right? So what does NIRF look at? I mean, they basically look at 5 parameters when they rank the colleges. So teaching, learning and resources, research and professional practice, graduation outcome, outreach and industry, perception. So these are the basic parameters on which the rankings are there. I'm not saying the rankings are flawed, the rankings are right, but understand that when you rank college, everyone has his own way of looking at it. So when a student looks at a college, it will be different from what faculty looks at a college, it will be different from when an employer looks at a college or when government looks at a college. So government is looking at more of research, more of how other things as such. But a student will not look at it. I mean, for me, I do want, as a student, I would prefer a college which gives me great placements, which is unfortunately not even there in the list. I mean, that becomes important. So if I look at a ranking, let's just look at ranking. Ahmedabad, good college, great. Bangalore, great college. Kozhikode, top 10, definitely. Calcutta should have been the third rank. I mean, if I was a student, I would definitely rank Calcutta as a third rank college because the placements are one of the best. ABC has the best placement, the best companies come out there, so there is no question about it, right? IIT Delhi is decent college, but all the other colleges, like right from Lucknow, NITI, IIM Indore, IIT Bombay, all ranked above IIT Delhi in terms of placements, in terms of student perception, in terms of everything else. I mean, from what I know on that aspect. So in that case, the rankings, the colleges are good, but the rankings are flawed. The rankings are based on what the government is looking at. I mean, so should you consider NIRF ranking? Yes and no. Maybe you look at the colleges, see, okay, they are decent colleges, but not in terms of the ranking that I've mentioned. The ranking could be flawed. So what you should basically consider is look at generally the colleges, the list, and do your own research in terms of the colleges. I mean, it's well-known fact that ABC are the best. Okay, then the next rung comes is like colleges like XLRI, IIM Lucknow, FMS, JBIMS, SBJ. They are the next rung of colleges. Then IIM Indore, Kozhikode also is a part of that group as such. And then comes IIT Bombay, and NITI as such, and all this. So there's a good list of colleges, all these colleges. They will come in the top 50, but have your own rankings. So how do you decide of which college is relevant, which college is not? I would say first the placement reports. Look at which area you want to specialize in. For example, if I want to specialize in HR, then maybe I look at XLRI and TIS as the best colleges for HR, maybe even above any of the IIMs. So placement reports in terms of the area of your specialization, look at for that. Also look out for normal rankings. Second, contact your mentors. You will have your mentors, you have people over there. Talk to them and figure out what do they think, because they must have been there. For example, your faculty from a coaching institute or anyone else you know, they would have been there and know what the rankings is tentatively. They will tell you. Faculty of colleges and the college students and alumni also gives you a great understanding of the colleges. You need not ask them about their own college, but you can ask them about other colleges. Because they're in the college and they're passed out from the college, they have a fair idea about how the colleges are in terms of placements. But if you ask me personally, I would look at the placement reports and find out about the placements from the students in terms of what is the placement you get after you pass out in the area that you're interested in. Because in the end, you're doing management so that you can apply whatever you learn in the industry. And if you get a good job, you'll be able to apply that better in a better position. So that's very important. Also, normally, if your average package is higher, it basically means that they are going to pay you and they'll also ensure that they give you more responsibility to work. So that always helps. So look out for placement reports, look out for other factors, find the information and then decide about the rankings. Don't blindly follow the rankings. There are many rankings going around. Don't blindly follow rankings. It gives you a hint in terms of what are decent colleges. But I have known that it's known that there are colleges that pay to get a better ranking. Not in NRI, but other rankings as such. So be careful when you pick up rankings and blindly follow it. Do your own research before you select. Hope that is clear. Thank you.